Good evening once again, ladies and gentlemen, and I welcome all of you back to another Rage video where tonight, ladies and gentlemen, I was doing it a little bit out of sync at that time. So we've come to a very interesting stage for Under the Influence because we're now at exactly the halfway point. And this is also the last time we will be having the under 5-minute songs because after Brainfade, every single thing on this album is going to be longer, and I'll get into a bit more discussion about that once we're done with Brainfade. But aside from that, Under the Influence, I just want to give some opinions about what I think of Under the Influence so far, is that I really like it. I like what it stands for. I like the themes of almost up against a society that sweeps people away. Also about people want to rock and shred, and it's about just if you're gonna do it, then you do it, and you either burn in glory or you burn, and you simply are left to be smoldered out. And it seems like madness and lunacy, but that's sort of a lot of the ideas of Overkill. It's either you fight the system and you literally have a good time doing it, or you die painful and miserable. So let's kick things up a notch and get into Brainfade. Now, you've also may have heard me compare like Overkill to like ideas that Iron Maiden and Exodus were doing at roughly about the same time as this. So it'll be interesting to see if there's anything else I kind of want to like recognize going forward. So if you guys want to check out the original video for yourselves, links will all be in the description down below. So let's begin Brainfade in 3, 2, 1, and okay, now we're back to good old-fashioned Overkill, and I could understand exactly why they would want to do this in this order, because it almost immediately comes straight after Mad Gone World, which I think is it brings back memories of Seasons in the Abyss, because basically everything in Seasons in the Abyss, apart from the last song, everything runs off and it connects to the other song almost without a pause. And I love when you can almost sense there's no fade whatsoever in things. That is absolute. I think that is fantastic. And it's maybe when I listen to this on my own, I'll sort of go straight from Hello from the Gutter to Mad Gone World to Brainfade, and I literally thought like it was like these guys didn't think about sitting down or taking a break once, and it just ends with them collapsing on stage. But my God, I think let's do this from the beginning. I want to do it that way. a fucking Overkill doing a skit in one of this. Well, you know what? I must say, I don't think I've ever heard them do this before. I've heard things like that really weird one about the clowns and all that. I heard them do a skit in their stuff before, but I've never heard Overkill ever do a skit in one. I know that Eminem he did like comedy skits in the end of his albums, but I don't ever remember. I'm doing this again because again, just that interlude in the background as well is fantastic. I'm pretty sure that is Vernie who's like creeps up on you, and man. What the? Okay, that's gonna have to be definitely a story for next time, and God damn it, guys. God damn it. As if somehow, as if this couldn't get any better, they do a fucking skit in this. And again, this is like news to me. I've never heard Overkill do something. I love also the fact it fucking didn't even make any sense. The guy literally just talked about all he did is saying is that he won his money back that he lost, and then suddenly he's wondering what the hell happened to the towels. There was no fucking point to any of that. That it was a complete nonsense that they just sort of dumped in there because, well, actually, to be honest, I'm kind of glad that they did put it in there because it kind of like, you know, sometimes what some albums do, and sometimes it's like, the music's all well and good, but there's something that you need to have something a little bit to break the pacing a little bit. You need something to like I don't know, just a fun little distraction, and that was just a fun little distraction, and not the song but the skit, and that was really a very unique thing that they actually added in, and I respect the fuck out of them for doing that. Meanwhile, and I just gotta straight up say right now. It's I really, again, it's one of those sort of stories that they really, you know what that they're probably referencing. It could be from a politician who literally talks out of his arse, and then you find out that literally I get the impression that this ended with like the guy's brains being blown out, and you find out he's literally full of shit, and because I think that's some things in this I think are trying to insinuate this guy may have got whacked, spit it out, suck it in. let the genius flow like blood, perhaps. All the answers to all the questions, there's nothing you don't know. It's a guy who literally thinks he can talk his way out of some things. I think that's what they're going for. And blank expression, a burnt out bulb, a thimble full of wit. Endless stories never flow. In short, you're full of shit. And watch him. It is. I think it is literally the culmination of somebody getting shot in the head. I honestly, I think that's. I wouldn't be surprised, and it's mind-boggling about how I both love what they do for this, and again, it doesn't really sound like the sort of thing that they would just do. It doesn't really. I mean, yes, some things are a little bit like. It seems pretty straightforward, but they throw in that fucking skit because it was just enough to break up the monotony. It was just to make things feel a little bit different. And it was. I love them for doing that, and I don't even really have. I really honestly don't have anything really more to say at this point, because what else can you have I not said that I haven't said already? I thought again that the subject matter, where it's also one of those things where it's short, but it's also because it means there's no fat to this song whatsoever. Everything is here for a purpose. They got to put up. They sought out what they wanted to do, and they did it really, really well. And that's again one of the things. Again, why I come to love Overkill is that when you find out exactly the way they do things, and not it's that everything on this again. It's so spectacular how everything on this album so far, it all reflects a different a different perspective to Overkill's discography and the way they do things. Shred was a technical marvel. It was a mo, ladies and gentlemen. It was a technical mo. Never Say Never was brave and striking. Hello from the Gutter was inspired and cheerful, despite of its subject matter. Mad Gone World was chaotic, anarchic in style and in tone. And Brainfade was interesting and different. So, and there's a lot of those things I just listed. They explain quite a lot of Overkill stuff. And we've got things like Drunken Wisdom, End of the Line, Headfirst, and Overkill 3. Now, I do technically know that that's part of a trilogy, and I think I will do the first two parts of that in conjuncture, because I genuinely don't quite know really what to expect out of it. I don't know if there's anything like any connecting themes or like the Unforgiven trilogy, but we'll come across that hurdle when we get to it. So I'll see you then, guys. So I hope all of you guys have enjoyed this reaction video. Please make sure to leave all your thoughts and comments in the comment section down below. Let me know what you guys felt of Brainfade for yourselves by Overkill. And I cannot wait to see all of you guys again in the next video. Take care and bye-bye for now.
Hey champ, glad you could make it to the end of the video. I'm super glad you cared this much. If you could do me a great favor and like this video and subscribe to my guy right here. He didn't want to say it himself because he knows I say it way better. Till next time. Mwah.